The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful.
Well, talk about an understatement, Peter. He's Argentina's greatest number 9, without doubt. I don't think I've ever seen anyone strike the ball with such violence, if I can put it like that. We might well be seeing his iconic celebration in the next couple of hours.
Now it's Raul. Now, can they get him away? Cross needs to be good. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. He came in hard, very hard. Chouameni. That has not gone well. Oh, that's fabulous. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well played, well played. Cafu. Oh, this looks sharp. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. O'Reilly. It's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's well spotted. Gerrard. And he plays one through. He's shifting through the gears here. In by Vinicius Junior. First quarter of an hour gone. Vinicius Junior. Diouf.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
And here's Messi. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. This looks promising. Ball swung in. Beckenbauer. And that is a little undercooked. Kvaratskhelia has it in a wide position. Has a look up and delivers. Messi. Raul. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He'll try from distance! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
And he's had it nicked away. Kvaratskhelia. Cafu. Aimed beyond the defence. Vinicius Junior. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Szoboszlai. Always onto this. Oh, terrible pass. Messi. Diouf. Messi. Nicely worked. Rudiger makes the interception. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Vinicius Junior. Diouf. And he was quick to react. Szoboszlai. And that has left him in a heap.
Corinthians have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And it's Szoboszlai. Martinelli picks it up out wide. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Messi. Oh, perfectly measured that. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Kvaratskhelia ventures forward. Silvestre is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Juve to Messi. Vinicius Junior is onto this. Oh, easy pickings there. Silvestre. And it's Vitinha. And it's Soboslai.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Tchouameni kept his eye on it, and he's there. And this is Batistuta. Thinks about the shot. Header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Just eases him off the ball. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substitution on the field. Number 24, Messi. Number 11,
we're on the move again.
Sagan Tosu really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Substitution.
Can he get it through? Yamal's cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Sagan Tosu do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably...
And a chance! Rui Costa! Explosive!
I kind of had a feeling it was going to be him, Peter. He's one of those players who has a natural knack of reading the tide of a game, and he knew it was his time to make his mark. Sensational.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Sagan Tosu are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Hops for safety.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Knocks it into space. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. So he's plotting something before playing it in. And this is Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Well-timed, excellent interception. This is a promising build-up. And he was alert to it. Now tries a shot! Oh, crossbar! He doesn't look too happy with that.
He probably had a good view of it as well, Peter. Obviously, an inch or two lower, and that's in the back of the net.
Replace him is number 22, Francesco Totti.
Szoboszlai. And this is Ronaldo.
Corinthians really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And he's there to make the challenge. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Kvaratskhelia going after that. And it's Totti. Gerrard. Oh, no joy this time. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be...
Shapes to shoot! Goal! A fine way to mark his 50th game in these colours. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Sagantosu are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Shevchenko. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Szoboszlai. Beckenbauer deals with that comfortably. Chouameni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Totti. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Szoboszlai. And he's picked it up out wide. And he has been fouled there. Some of them aren't happy with that challenge and they're getting involved. Steady.
Substitution on the field, number 23.
Vitinha looking to play it into the box.
Coming on the field is number
Shot,
15,
surely!
Kukçu.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's a throw. Ball's out once more. And it's Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai plays it in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. O'Reilly. Yamal. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. No, that's been intercepted. Szoboszlai. Yamal. And he's got the beating of his man. Goes for goal! It's wide, but only just.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Now it's Shevchenko. Tries to play it through. Rui Costa! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Kvaratskhelia. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Rui Costa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He's going for goal! Great effort, but no way through. He's picked his way through. Yamal. That's very neat. Yamal's cross. Khan claims it, safe hands. And that will be it. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning, and he's got the pace and strength to deal with the quickest opponent. He's not going to fall for cheap tricks either. He's just not that type to dive into tackles.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Yamal. Now it's Mbappe, and here's Ronaldinho. Maldini deals with that comfortably. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Yamal. And it's Cannavaro. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Diouf. And he couldn't finish.
O'Reilly deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Great vision. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Diouf, now it's Vinicius Junior. Hullet, first quarter of an hour gone. Looking for the... He leaps for it! Harmlessly behind.
Sao Paulo certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Marquinhos going vertical. Ronaldinho going forward. Crosses it in here. Still goalless. Gerrard with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Gerrard, and the pass is intercepted. And the counter is on. And it's Neymar. Ball getting up there! Goal! Sao Paulo! Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And he's picked out the run. And he shoots! And that was probably asking just too much. Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, suit shapes to shoot! And there's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Oh, I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
It's a promising position. Raul. Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. Oh, that's fabulous. In towards the back. Oh, good effort! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful.
Oh, shooting chance! Mbappe is magnificent! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to...
And the shot! And that's in! And they're threatening to fly away here.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Sao Paulo are having a ball here. O'Reilly. The message is clear, none shall pass. Yamal. That's a good foray he's making.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Raul. Juke. Raul. Spread out to the left. And we've reached half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday. Substitution on the field, number 24, Messi.
And we get things going again.
Number 11,
Sagan Tosu decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel.
Number 19.
Yamal looking to receive it in space. Van Dijk with the clearance. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Sagan Tosu do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Pass somewhat off target. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's destined for the flank. Neymar, he's rising! And it's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Now it's Rui Costa. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Good running, strong and purposeful. Yamal. Now then, the ball's come loose. Vinicius Junior.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Little doubt, that is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Yamal. Sagan Tosu are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Yamal! Yamal!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Yamal, upright and purposeful. Can he get away here? He's in a good position here. Vinicius Junior. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Yamal. No way through there.
This is the time you need that pace.
Ronaldinho. And it's Neymar. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Cannavaro simply refused to be outdone there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's managed to get free, and the shot's on here. And this is Neymar. Now the ball. Oh, great leap! And he's missed it.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Number 14.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Vinicius Junior. Number 23.
Totti.
Gerrard. Coming on the field. Number 22.
That's a little off target.
Number 27.
Neymar is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Totti. Totti will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Yamal. And here's Bojan. Yamal. And he has been fouled there. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Rui Costa, ready to try one. Looking here to alter the direction of the game.
Substitution.
Rui Costa! Brought out the best in the keeper. Sao Paulo have got it back and they'll have another go. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat. It's Zico! And he steered it beyond the post.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Kukcu. And it's Totti. Into the last 5 minutes. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Hullet. And this is Luis Suarez. Xavi. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Great ball, and he's in here. Sagantosu have the chance to go the other way.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Totti. And the number on the board is 3. Desai makes the interception. Zico. Kukcu gets a foot in here. And that is as far as it goes. Sagantosu have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
And if you do have a chance today, please take...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running.
For me, Peter, Albert Ferrer was one of the very best defenders of the 1990s.
And of course, he played in that most famous of all Catalan dream teams.
Yeah, not one of its...
Goes for a shot! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So, a breakthrough already. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Hazard. Knocks it into space. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Palmeiras clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Pass somewhat off target. Nicely weighted ball. Hazard purring through the gears. Oh, easy pickings there. Now the ball's gone astray. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Figo. Messi. He won't be happy with that one. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Great vision.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Passing is crisp and sharp, and this is Figo. Messi.
Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Messi! And he's stuck it away. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Palmeiras are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Juve. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Vinicius Junior. Looking for options for movement. Messi. O'Reilly wins the duel this time. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. And he lines up a cross, and that is expertly dealt with. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Guardiola. Can he spark a counter here? 30 minutes gone. And he plays one through. He tries one from range! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. Palmeiras are looking to go forward now. Back where it came from. Figo, who can single-handedly make a difference. Oh, well measured. He's picked his way through. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, some tackle that. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Can he get on the end of this? Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Neymar picks it up out wide. And it's Messi. Now it's Messi. And Messi! And that's a good finish. A goal at a really telling moment. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Impressive jump. It's a goal. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Palmeiras now in a position far more desirable.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
It's a pretty loose pass, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar. Now it's Messi. And the referee has blown for half-time. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Senhoras e senhores, informamos que o circuito interno de imagens está em operação para a sua
We're on the move again.
substituição no time
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Camisa 22, deixando o campo para a entrada.
Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Camisa 24.
Sagantosu, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Maldini going after that. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has not gone well. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Sagantosu clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Tries to play it through. Great ball, and he's in here. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Van Bouten promptly onto that, and that is that. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Vinicius Junior. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
No way through. Gerrard. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Mohamed Salah, and he's managed to get free. Oh, brilliant save under real pressure. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. This looks promising. Threads one in, and he welcomes it in. Tries a shot! Sagantosu are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Guardiola is always scanning the pitch for targets. This is a promising build-up. Tries to pass it through. Yes! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Palmeiras visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Mohamed Salah. Neymar. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's come to nothing. Son Heung-min is having a shot! Goal! His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was...
And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside...